Hey, Boy Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report in Miami. Josue Pavon is here. We're outside.
We're ready to go. We're cooking out here, Bobby.
We're outside this arena, which has had about 3 names in the 4 different times we've been down here this year.
So whatever they're calling it this year, that's where we're at.
That's where we're at, and we're getting ready for Game 3. Celtics Heat tonight. Celtics need to save their season. The Nuggets took a 3-0 lead on the Lakers last night.
Boston needs to make sure that doesn't happen to them.
Effectively ends the Lakers' chances of making the finals. Celtics are trying to avoid that same fate, as Josue just said. Shoot-around just took place here. Heat and Celtics inside the arena. Talked to us, Jason Tatum for the Celtics, and really the themes that we've heard throughout the playoffs: rebounding, ball control, the free throw disparity. Everything Joe Mazzulla emphasizes is what they need to fix in this series. But if you're going to point to one single thing tonight that needs to happen for the Celtics to win, what is it going to be?
The defense, honestly, Bobby. People can say what they want about how they're going to respond to the Miami Heat's zone defense and what things look like in the fourth quarter. But I think to get the Celtics going, to get themselves going, they have to put together stops and just find the momentum on the offense. I mean, that's just been who they are historically, especially in situations like this. Back-to-back losses here in this series, a chance to come back, obviously, is huge here in Miami. But, yeah, I think it really does boil down to that, boil down to their defense and just really trying to take the hearts out of the Miami Heat team, because they are not afraid of the Celtics whatsoever, and especially in this building where they're undefeated throughout this postseason.
And you got vibe of the Heat, Bam.
Yeah, man.
Caleb Martin.
Bam. Yeah, I mean, like that underdog mentality, which was a lot what they were talking about. Guys like Gabe Vincent, Martin, Bam Adebayo. I mean, that's what they ride on. Guys expecting them not to come through. I mean, ESPN updating those percentages, which is ridiculous. Miami Heat up 2-0, and now they have a 14% chance of winning this series.
They only went from 3 to 14.
3 to 14, and the Celtics haven't even won a game in this series.
Vegas is still loving the Celtics too.
That's
our
true.
sponsor, FanDuel, our friends at FanDuel, give the Celtics a plus 135 chance of winning the series, which really isn't even that egregious,
Right.
especially going down 2-0 and turning around on the road.
It's crazy. I mean, look, Miami doesn't care about this stuff. They really don't, but it helps them, right? I mean, they're not going to say that, but this is locker room fodder, man. I mean, look, if you're Spoelstra, I'm bringing this up. I'm reminding them, and I'm sure he's doing that. But
I heard
also,
Udonis has him talking about on the Levitard show too. Those percentages have been crazy. But
right. I mean, but also, I just think like they can inspire themselves, but that type of stuff just doesn't help. And again, it continues the narrative that this Celtics team is going to find a way to win this series. Miami's not loving that.
Well, I'm going with the starting lineup. That's got to change tonight. I still haven't come to a firm conclusion on where I would go with that, but Rob and Al, I don't get why you start them if you're only going to play 9 minutes in Game 1, 5 minutes in Game 2. They clearly don't like those combinations. They've been like a minus 50 net rating, even worse than that in Game 2.
Yeah.
So I'm switching that up somehow, and I think my move would be inserting Grant into that starting lineup. Yeah, and would it be for Rob? Would it be for Al? I'm probably leaning Rob. Get Rob in that second unit and have the bigs changing interchangeably. But I think you need more Grant out there. I think he gave him some really good things last game. And Grant was, Tatum had a lot of good things to say about him today, too. It's just the antics overpowering the production that he's giving you right now.
Yeah, I just think a lot of the talk is what's been, I don't think affecting Grant, but I think what everyone is making of what happened in Game 2 is still lingering a bit. I don't know if you throw him in there like that, though, Bobby. I like him coming off the bench. I like him still getting minutes. Obviously, he gave you great production in that Game 2. People want to talk about the whole poking the bear thing. Outside of that, he had a good game, and I think he's earned himself another spot.
Lineup?
I would keep the same starting lineup. How they close things, you have to gauge throughout the game. But I mean, does he go deeper in his bench though? I would like to see that, honestly.
Try some Hauser?
Maybe some Hauser, man. Just try to address that secondary wing position with someone like a Hauser. I think would be great. Will it happen? I'd be surprised, but I would love to see that, honestly. Not going with Pritchard, Hauser, Grant, Brogdon, White. I think that's it. Obviously, if it doesn't work, you'll see Hauser, someone like Hauser playing like 3 or 4 minutes. If he doesn't give you much, that's just who Mazzulla is, right? He'll pull you, and he'll stick to what he feels most comfortable with. But hopefully we see something like that, Hopefully we see him to try to mix things up here and just throw Miami Heat a curveball in Game 3.
Wouldn't be the end of the world, especially the way if Al is shooting right now, to replace Al with Grant either, I think. It'd be a bold move, but that's the kind of series Al has had, and Joe Mazzulla saying that Al's going to continue to shoot with confidence. Haven't seen him come off the bench at all in 2 years with the Celtics now, so that would be a big change. And I don't see Mazzulla doing that either. So I think you pick him between Rob, Grant, or White tonight. I think they're going to change that lineup. No word on it here. It's shoot around, but we'll have pregame coverage for you here, including both coaches talking before the game around 6:30. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel for that. This is our only segment pregame, or we're going to burn out here. Josue, Pavon, Bobby Manning from Miami, exclusive coverage for CLNS Media. Stay tuned to clnsmedia.com as well for more coverage on Celtics and Heat Game 3 tonight at 8:30 here at this arena.
This edition of the Garden Report is also brought to you by Athletic Greens. Visit athleticgreens.com/garden for a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase.